Hello, myself Adarsh Kumar, and my designation is lecturer, and my college name is Faculty of Nursing, Rama University, Vandana, Kanpur. And today we will discuss regarding the topic is hyperthyroidism. In hyperthyroidism, there are lots of some subtopics in their definition, function, causes, risk factor, diagnosis, management, and the complications. First, we will discuss regarding the definition. What is the definition? In hyperthyroidism, the overacting of the thyroid gland. What is the mean of hyperthyroidism? The overacting of the thyroid gland, and this leads to excessive production of thyroid hormone. The definition is excessive overacting of the thyroid gland, and it leads to the excessive production of the thyroid hormones. And the causes, there are some causes are related to hyperthyroidism. First is thyroid nodules, thyroiditis. Next is there are some risk factors related to hyperthyroidism. The risk factors are like history of the past. It means if the patient have in last the type 1 diabetic mellitus and Addison's disease, like adrenal gland is not proper work, and some other, if they are taking over iodine, and some other functions of related to the thyroid gland. What are the functions? Regulating the temperature of the body. Second is regulate the metabolism of the body. These are the functions: regulating the temperature of the bodies, and second is regulate the metabolism of body. Next is what are the diagnosis we can do in the hyperthyroidism. In here we can do like history collection, physical examination. In history collection, we will ask related past history, and here physical examination we can check the neck size, in here if they have hyperthyroidism, the goiter may be occur when the patient is going the hyperthyroidism. The patient have goiter and enlargement of the neck. And other imaging test like thyroid gland USG, So these are the diagnosis of the hyperthyroidism. First is history collection. In history collection we can check the past history related to the patient, and here second is the physical examination, check the neck size, and it means the if the patient having hyperthyroidism, then the patient neck or throat will be enlarged. In here some other we can test, we can give like imaging test. In here thyroid gland USG and blood test. In here we can check T3 and T4 level of the thyroid hormone. These are the diagnosis related to the hyperthyroidism, and now we will discuss regarding the symptoms of the hyperthyroidism. What are the symptoms in there? Like sleeping disturbance, excessive sweating, excessive heat. Next is rapid pulse rate or heart rate, rapid heart rate, it means palpable. And some other like systemic. Next is management of the hyperthyroidism. What are the management in there we can give? First is medical management. Second is surgery, otherwise we can say surgical management. In here medical management we can give topazole, topamide, and in surgical we can give thyroidectomy, it partial or complete. In here partial we can remove the some part of the thyroid gland, and in complete we can remove the all the part of affected part of the thyroid gland. And there is some complications related to hyperthyroidism, like congestive heart failure, stroke. There are congestive heart failure related to heart, and stroke is related to nervous system. And last is there we can manage how to manage the excessive iodine amount. According to according to NIH, National Institute of Health, is prescribed 150 microgram is daily requirement of iodine in our body. According to NIH, the 150 microgram is amount for the daily body requirement. And prevention related to, otherwise avoid, we can avoid in the diet. What are the things we can avoid? Like milk product and seafood, crepes, fish. These are the avoidable things if we are managing the diet regarding hyperthyroidism. In here, the excessive production of the thyroid hormone. What are the causes? There are some causes related to excessive iodine and past medical history, like if having first type of diabetic mellitus and addition disease, like adrenal gland functioning is impaired. And there is diagnosis we can do in their diagnosis, like imaging test, blood test, and physical examination and history collection. This topic all has been done, and I hope you to understand regarding the topic, and thank you.